The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Taken down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
A gain of 2 on the play, and this is third down.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jones. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo now. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the drive takes them in the Giants' territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
To throw.
That's going to be caught by C.J. Board. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Giants' 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the keeper, it's Jones. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That would go for 37 yards. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Back at the 43.
That screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Brought down back at the...
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. On the slant, able to find Ayuk. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Open man is born. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure before they...
And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Barkley. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
4th down and goal.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Daniel Jones taking it in. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there in the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fighting through. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Jones flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. But, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. But Jones going to keep this himself. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.